Clemson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The 49ers will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Jacksonville State's offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Got it behind the line. It's Rex Steiner. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The 49ers offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable. Guys that...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's McGee. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
The 49ers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That pass is incomplete. dial up on second and a long way to go. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, the give, looking for room. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. The 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rutledge. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Complete to the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
On the ground, it's Stokes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to throw. It's Harrell. Finds his big tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Makes the catch. It's Olsen. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st
coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A designed run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third, and he'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Wimsatt. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the plate, you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
They kick it away on fourth down. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's McGowan. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Motion from the wideout. With the catch, it's Mason. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Trying to run, it's Stokes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is an offense, guys, that believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, 49ers!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab. It's Cook. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Harrell. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Punt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The throw. Snagged on the outside. It's Recksteiner. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I'll tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Recksteiner. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On the ground with the counter. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They go to the ground. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Now they'll run the draw. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need 1 more on 3rd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The official says no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal is no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. Your defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
Caught in the backfield. It's McGowan. At the 40, there he goes. Line room to the right. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Niners. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Might be looking to run. QB got it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job on the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to pass. It's Wimsatt. This time it's complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
That makes the score Jacksonville 17, Charlotte.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. A run for the quarterback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Makes the grab. It's McGowan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Looking left. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Olsen. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Olsen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Caught near the sticks. It's McGowan. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.